Alright, we got an application problem here. This one's actually kind of fun. So let's get some ink rolling. It says the Noon Club chartered a bus for $520. When 6 more members joined the trip, the cost per member decreased by $6. How many members were there before the 6 joined? Okay, so let's look at it this way. It was dollars per member. We'll just label it as that. Times the number of members is equal to, right? So the members cancel out and it's equal to what? Dollars. Okay, so this would be the cost. So this is the equation that we want to set up. All right. So if the total cost is $520 and you had, let's say, 10 members, you just divide 10 into 520, and that's how much each member would pay. So let's kind of set that up. So 520, we'll let X, right? Let X be the number of members. Okay, X is the number of members. It's that simple. So $520 over the number of members. Right, so this is how much money each member is going to pay if they split it up evenly, times the number of members is equal to, well, the x's just cancel out, and what's it equal to? It's equal to 520. See that? But we're going to have to add some stuff to this. All right. And that is, first off, it says when 6 more members joined. So this is going to become x plus 6. Remember, this represents the number of members. Times, now what does this represent? This represents how much each member is going to pay. So this time it's 520 divided by x. Now, the cost per member decreased by $6. In other words, you can take that average, or take that number that each one's got to pay, and subtract off $6. Right, so this now becomes how much money per member. You see that? Is equal to, it's still equal to 520. So now we have an equation, and all we got to do is solve for x in this equation. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this fraction, and I'm going to multiply through by x. All right, that'd be the first thing I do. So x times 520 over x minus 6 times x plus 6 is equal to, now what I do to the left hand side I got to do to the right. So this becomes 520 times x. Now this is the part right here where some students may get confused. So what you want to do is you distribute this x across inside, but you don't multiply it by this over here. See that? You don't do it to this, this one, and this one. It just gets multiplied to these two. So x times 520 over x, the x's cancel out. All you're left with is 520 minus, but you do have to distribute this x across, so this becomes 6x. All right. X plus 6 is equal to 520x. All right, let's multiply this stuff out here. Okay, so 520 times x, 520 times 6, what is that going to be? Plus 0. Negative 6x times x is negative 6x squared. Negative 6x times 6 is negative 36x. All right, let's simplify this thing down. Let's see, so let's collect up all our like terms. We got 520x minus 36, so 520 minus 36. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and, okay, I'm just going to bring this right over here. Negative 6x squared plus 484x. Now we have 320. We'll just rewrite, or 31. Actually, let's get rid of this. Okay, let's take this over here, or subtract 520x from both sides. You technically say. I'm having some problems with the writing pen here. Didn't want to write. Alright, so we got 484x minus 520x. Okay, plus 3120, set that equal to 0. Alright, we got 584 minus 520. So let's get that. Okay. Minus 36x plus 3120. Okay, I'm going to see if 6 goes into 3120. Let's see if that happens. Oh, and it does. That's good. Okay, so actually I'm going to multiply through by negative 1/6 all the way across here. Of course, what I do to the left, I got to do to the right, but that's not going to change that. So this becomes x squared. That becomes a positive because we have a negative and a negative. And that is going to become 520 minus 520. Hope I don't have any mistakes here. Okay, can you factor this? Two numbers you can multiply together gives us 520. Difference is 6. My gosh, I don't really know. 5 times a... It's got to be two close numbers. 15 times 15, what is that? Not even close. Well, let's see. Probably what I'm going to have to do here is probably the best thing to do is do the quadratic equation. Actually, I think I found them. Woo. Okay. So I got I've got 20 and 26. You know, I had to multiply two numbers together. It gives me this 520, but when I take their difference, I get 6. And notice this is a positive, so this is going to have to be plus. And then this is going to have to be minus. When we take their difference, we get a positive number. We multiply them, this is going to be negative. All right. So we set both our factors equal to 0. And we get x is equal to 20. X is equal to negative 26. So obviously we can't have a negative, right? Can't have a negative number of people. So 20 is looking like that is going to be the solution. How many members were there before the 6 joined? So x is 20. So it looks like there were 20 members. So that's kind of a fun problem. You can really generalize this. Dollars per gallon, the number of gallons. I mean, this could be anything. Distance is equal to rate times time, right? So this could actually be distance, where, I don't know, your rate decreases or something. You can come up with something, I'm sure. That's an interesting problem. All right. I think this might end this section. Not sure. If it does, I'll see you over in the next section.